Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I just did a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read. I am back to do an oracle read for you guys. Not a real long one though, okay? I did want to show you a couple pictures. I was at the beach today. They came out really cool. So hopefully you can appreciate the quality of this. I don't know if you can see on my phone. Look how beautiful. And I wanted to bring that up because the seagulls were so aggressive today. They were really attacking. Where's another good one? They were so aggressive. That one's a nice one too. There's some really nice ones of all the seagulls, but they were like stalking the people when they couldn't find anyone with food. They were literally hovering over the different blankets to see what people were hiding from them. It was funny, but it was a little scary today. I never felt so much aggression from them before, because usually I don't give them another thought. But yeah, so here's a perfect picture of the energy of today. All right. How perfect is that? So there may definitely be some masculine energy lashing out. And I'm going to go with my regular decks today just to keep it simple. It's been a long day, but it was a beautiful day at the beach. I'm going to show I took picture of, I don't know if you didn't watch the other video, I got a picture of Jesus on it was a picture that was taken by accident in my bathroom when I was cleaning my iPad. And Jesus is on my ceiling. Alright, so that was an accidental picture. Alright, see me cleaning in the bathroom. I didn't even know it was taken. But pretty cool. Alright. So everyone take a deep breath, getting some hot energy coming in here with masculine energy. Today's June 4th, 2019. For everyone watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned, across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities, for the highest good of all those concerned. God, please arm us with good love. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? We are in a line filled with only beautiful organic love and light, all of the empty spaces. That's what it is. Alright, so what do we need to know? What is the energy? What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Take a deep breath, guys. I'm starting to sweat. Alright, that's it. Dolphins is number 23 on the bottom, which is the King of Wands. Okay, and you can put it up there so you can actually read this one for yourself. I connect with the Dolphin Wisdom, number 23. Being that I was just at the beach today, perfect. And then the first card out was water. Again, perfect for the beach. So that's 15 of the devil or shadow energy. And this says water permeates everything, including the cells of your body. It carries pure divine love and special qualities that can assist ascension. Poseidon is in charge of the waters. Neptune is his elemental master. Neptune is his elemental master and directs the undines, or undines, I always want to say. Ask them to cleanse emotions, emotionally based illnesses, and relationship difficulties. Your guidance is to bless water everywhere, to bring it to the fifth dimension. Ask Poseidon to link you to the music of the spheres, to access the sounds of your perfect divine blueprint and start to reinstate it. Affirmation is water. I love you, bless you, and thank you. I direct you to spread love around the planet. Okay? So a reminder. Love you, bless you, thank you. Right? That's it. Water, I love you, bless you, and thank you. I direct you to spread love around the planet. Okay? Which I tend to do. Love you, bless you, thank you. Please help me, heal the planet, myself. Okay? Sorry, I'm thirsty. I didn't drink enough water down at the beach. And I have been spending the past few days doing some healing work with my son, very representative of the Divine Masculine, so maybe some of the Masculines are doing some healing work. And then spending the day at the beach by the ocean, the salt water, it's very healing as well. The other 3 cards that came out, so there's 1 and 3, so again 4 of the Emperor, 1 of the Magician, 3 of the Empress, and then 4 of the Emperor. And the Empress and Emperor definitely came up in the read today. And water and dolphins, which is perfect for the beach day. So we have Marco, number 47. 47 is the 7 of Cups, and so that you can read it, I'll bring it up close so you can read it. Okay. Marco Polo, so there's another water sport. And then we have Buddha. And Buddha just has a little extra water weight. 33, which is the Christ vibration, is also that 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself without being defensive. And the third card here was Air, which is number 12, which is the Hangman, Wisdom. Again here. And being at the beach, very much also about air. Okay? I'm getting buddy. Buddy, maybe water buddies coming up. The past life deck. Take another deep breath. Another deep breath. Okay, so this June 4, 2019, for everyone watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? And Jesus, since you showed up on my bathroom ceiling today, what is it we need to know? What do we need to learn, Jesus? Patience is a virtue. That's it. All right, the bottom of the deck is unrequited love, reversed. Okay, so that's over. Okay, and the High Priestess is beneath that, alright? So for the High Priest or Priestess, unrequited love is over with. That's the underlying energy. The 2 cards that came up first together are karmic relationships and the arts, both reversed. Okay? The song is over. Okay, what is that I'm thinking of? I'm getting from Buddha, it's not over till the fat lady sings. I'm getting in the read today, somebody with a missing tooth came up. So it could be a child who lost a tooth, or it was somebody got in a fight and lost a tooth. But with the keys and the strings from the guitar, I'm getting that again, the missing tooth. Or somebody could have like smashed their guitar or something like that in a fight. But there was definitely either a fight or definitely a final ending to a karmic relationship. The day the music died, that's what they're trying to get to me. Okay. Okay, so someone who's been together for a long time. It's like in the Billy Joel song, the king and the queen went back to the green, but they could never go back there at all. So there's definitely ending here to a long-standing relationship. The day the music died. So, oh, and I got Buddy. Buddy Holly. Spirit's connecting, confirming that. The day the music died. So the other 3 cards that came up are Galactic, Farm reversed, and then Wars and Battles, like this. Galactic, Farm reversed, and Wars and Battles upright. And that's the one I always get. Thoth always jokes with me. How many soldiers does it take to put a tripod together? Because it looks like they're like confused and they're trying to put it together. It's pretty funny. Alright, so there's very conflicting energies in these three cards. It's like between the wars, the civil wars specifically is coming up in this card, and the galactic battles. And actually, Ben Franklin came up all day on the trip today. I was getting Franklin a lot on the way down, and then I passed the Ben Franklin Bridge, and then Ben came up again for Big Ben and the UK. But I'm getting the kite again for Ben Franklin. I'm getting the kite. I'm getting Lucy in the sky with diamonds, actually. And the Beatles were coming up all day. What were we listening to? Let It Be, I think, came on the radio today. But I'm also getting the Four Beatles. And Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And now I'm getting Lucy and Charlie Brown, you know. Don't be a blockhead, Charlie Brown. That came up before. It's like civil wars, wars at home, long-standing relationships, and big wars, which is coming up with the other cards. Someone may have lost a farm or lost a property, but definitely a farm life type thing. It could have been a second home in the country. 1212. Somebody could have lost a horse. Somebody could have lost a horse race, and that's what the big battle was in the final fight. Maybe somebody gambled some money away or spent it. Maybe somebody spent it on purpose. A war of galactic proportions. This karmic relationship. Alright, I'm definitely, like, I'm getting the karmics, see them fight. I'm getting like this is the karmics fight between each other. Like, fighting over property, things. Like a gun collection or a sword collection. Horses. Maybe if they had horses, they're fighting over the farm or the horses. Fighting over Ben. There could be something Ben, whether it's related to Ben Franklin or Big Ben. Maybe they're fighting over an antique clock. So they could be fighting over their Beatles albums as well. Helter Skelter. I just got, there's an elephant called Lucy, also down, I think it's Ventnor, by Atlantic City. That just came up for some reason, which is an elephant. But there's another Lucy that wants to come up. Lucille Ball. And Desi Arnaz. It's bringing up all of the famous couples that fight. Lucy and Charlie Brown, Lucy and Desi as the karmics. Like, this is an example of what's been going on. Someone being a horse's ass. Love is a battlefield. That's coming up here. And then I heard twice on the radio today, plus it came up several times this week, total eclipse of the heart. The horses have all gone home. The biggest wars are the battles within. Because it affects the whole universe, not just our own planet. I'm getting now, even the horses are noticing that the grass tastes different, that they don't feel as healthy. Maybe they're tasting the pesticides that are used around the farm and it's hurting them. Oh, also we're getting the dead horses on the battlefields. Recognizing again those horses that died in the battles. I don't know if I don't watch the news at all, so I don't know if there was a report of some dead horses somewhere. Yeah, and so there may be some fights. There may be some civil wars, but specifically the North and South here in the United States. So if you're saying duh, like, because there's something in the news, I just don't know. So let me know if there's anything that comes up about this stuff. Oh, and country music came up. My son, because he lives in Missouri right now, he started listening to country music. I'm just getting, again, War of the Roses, so it's all about this big blow up. It could be a ranch as well. Somebody might be fighting over a ranch that they own. It could be actually a horse ranch, or it could be a ranch house. Okay. Alright, but that's all I'm getting from that. So it's definitely about a big karmic fight of galactic proportions. There's music involved. The music died, but it could have to do with musical instruments, a piano, someone fighting over the piano, the guitar, anything of value. Maybe it was an antique guitar or one that was owned by a musician that they're fighting over. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So that's what I'm getting. And then we'll do something quick from the Journey of Love. Take another deep breath. Okay. So again, June 4th. 2019, everyone watching, for the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Jesus, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? It's just for numbers, okay. The bottom is acceptance, number 55. Okay, and that's like the enchanted forest. And there's a proposal there, and there's actually some watching here, okay? And 55 is the truth, and that the truth came up upright with the Queen of Pentacles in the read today for the masculine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that came out just for me to count. We had 1 and 1 and then 5. And I was just getting sparkles on here for some reason. There's no sparkles on it, but I was just picking up the appearance of sparkles. And I noticed that on someone on the boardwalk today too. So 1 and 1 are two magicians, or just one of the masculine and then the 2 of the high priestess, the masculine and the feminine. And then 5 more, which is the Hierophant. So that could also be commitment, but also could be expansion and change. And then we have the 5 plus the 2 is the 7 of the Chariot coming in. Your chariot awaits. So the first one that came out is She is the Moon, number 21. 21 is the world, the end of the cycle, achievements, completion. And then we have Towering Magnificence, number 30, which is the 4 of Wands, the Union card of stability, home, celebrations. Okay, and I'm getting again of galactic proportions. That they're all of your masters, your guides, your ET friends, your angels, they're all gathering to witness. She is the moon, the completion. The coming together, the weddings, the divine marriages of the twins, of the divine feminine energy rising. There is, let's see, the 5 that came out here are Dance of the Planets, number 56, which is the 2 of Swords, being in your knowing. This is the one for Linda and Paul McCartney dancing. They're walking on a record disc. You like that? Also looks like a snail. Being in your knowing. Let it be, let it be. Is that what I was hearing too? Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Okay, and then coming together, 66 is the Queen of Pentacles, which also came up in the read today. Next to the 55 of the underlying energy of acceptance. They came out together today in the Divine Masculine read. And then we have the spaces between the words, which we're also talking about the 4, 5, 6 of the 4D ending. Because today 1, 2, 3 and 7, 8, 9 came up. The space between the words would be 4, 5, 6, which is the 4D bridge, and the end of it, which has come up already this week. The spaces between the words, number 24 is the Queen of Wands. That was also in the read. Cosmic Butterfly is 36, is the 10 of Wands, the confession or the dropping of the burdens. Okay, and it's also the Mother's Milk, the butterfly, the transformation. The beautiful colors. And distant shores of 18 and the moon, of this new moon. Okay, now the full moon approaching on the 17th, I believe. And there's 4 moons in this picture. I think it's 4, yeah. So distant shores, and I went to the shore today. And very much about the tides and the feminine energy. And this is very much about the dance between the masculine and the feminine of the purple and the emerald together with the white, the purification of the union. And the shores help very much with the ocean waters and the salt air. All of that helps to purify your energy. And it could also have to do with 4 full moons. Alright, so we'd have the 17th in June, July, August, September. So the full moon of September. I'm not sure what the date is. But I'm getting like as the next 4 months, the next four full moons, is great expansion. of the feminine. I'm getting the one of Paul and Linda on the album Walking, and then I'm getting like the printing presses, you know, the old rollers where the paper goes through like this. I'm getting that too. It's like news hits the press. And then the false light, because this is very flat compared to the other cards, right? It's like more like a painting. It's not realistic. The false light. Metamorphosizes. There's a confession or an ending, someone dropping their burdens of the false light. That the moon was reflecting the masculine's energy, but it was distorted, right? Because in between, the space between is the important part. So what happens to the masculine's energy as it gets to the moon? There's a lot of interference here, and so by the time it gets to the moon, it becomes false light. It's no longer really him. Okay? So that's important about this energy here. But it's like the news hits the presses. And I'm also getting like the albums. Pressed albums. So maybe photo albums. People may be arguing over their photo albums as well. Or paintings as well. Things from the mother. Things from the children when they were babies. Alright, but these are all things. It's not about the moon, the false light expanding outward. It's about like the Shokari energy. It's about the energy within the heart. Okay, so let me read you these two before it gets too long. 21 is She is the Moon. The light of the moon ebbs and flows. 2800, which is the two wands, two flames, the twins. The wisdom of patience is not about waiting around for something to happen rather than getting up and getting it done. The wisdom of patience is that of the gardener who consults the lunar calendar, and the constant gardener has been coming up a lot this week for me in the reads. The right timing promoting growth, planting when there is fertile soil, and allowing the soil to rest and replenish when it needs to. You're being asked to check in with your timing. Is now the time for action or for rest? It can change quickly, just like the phases of the moon. Okay? As we just saw 4 reflections of the moon. If you're unsure, that's okay too. Perhaps you're waiting for more light to reveal the way as the moon grows full. All things come in time. Your message comes through in this oracle. Your manifestation is unfolding in perfect timing. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough or is happening quickly and you are unsure if you are really ready, be assured all is well. If something is not clear to you and you would like to be more so, the clarity you seek will come to you. Do not worry, do not try to force the insight. Just be with what is happening now and trust. You are moving and growing and all is well. Soon you will see that for yourself, just as the moon grows full and revealing, even in the midst of the deepest night. And I've been getting nighttime a lot this week as well. Even though I should have been like getting messages about the new moon, I kept getting nighttime, nighttime, nighttime. So waiting. These moments are precious, like jewels on the crown of life. They beckon my heart, forming memories that sparkle with joy, and like the longing of a sweet caress, they draw me near, melting into one, showing what is possible on the journey of life, waiting for the seasons to change. Okay. And then 30 is the towering magnificence. Okay, you are entering the presence of the truly great and sublime divinity. It is without form, yet exists within all forms. It is the humbling, and yet asks nothing of you. It just is, and when we encounter it, we're moved beyond words, beyond mind, and into realms of the heart that we may never have experienced before. It takes a brave soul to meet the towering majesty of divine presence. It can be a terrifying experience as limitations, preconceived notions, and identities crumble in the wake of its light. You're being brought into this place out of love because you are ready. Your soul has been craving connection to something so much larger than itself, to find something worthy to which it can devote itself entirely. This greatness is becoming available to you now, to be witnessed to the extent that it is helpful, so that you may find the greater purpose of service which your heart craves, and you are ready. This oracle brings you comfort that your inner path, your opening up to direct experience of the divine presence, is happening now according to divine timing and grace. This is also confirmation you're connecting with your spiritual guidance more consciously now, and that any sense of self that appears to be falling away from you now is because your divinity has outgrown it and a new awareness is taking place. The poem reads, Mighty sentinels, connecting heaven and earth, wisdom of the ancients, waiting for those who listen in the quiet. Okay, so it's just about being patient with yourself. Yeah. So when there's changes that you feel and you're not sure what it is, it's just to go with it and trust. Know that you are becoming. Always. And just trust and have faith. So the patience, trust, and surrender, that's not always the easiest part, right? Well, it's time for me to go to bed. So I have to get these posted for you guys. So drink your water, get your rest, and have fun with your life. Rise and be loved. Be good to yourselves. Okay?